Men in prison run to the door and drink 10 pounds of water before every meal, followed by 100 push-ups. When his stomach can't take it anymore, he goes back to the dining hall and eats. When the warden comes to check on him, he pretends to start coughing. The next moment, he vomited at the warden's feet. To prevent the boss from getting mad, several guards rushed the man to the infirmary. Unbeknownst to them, the man was caught in a trap. After a series of tests, the nurse told him that the water quality was the cause and he just needed to rest. Just as he was about to leave, John suddenly said he couldn't hold it in and needed to go to the restroom. The nurse had no choice but to ask another inmate to accompany him. Unbeknownst to the nurse, this inmate was also his accomplice. When he got to the bathroom, the man took out a chisel from the roof. He was going to use it to cut open the door to the passageway. He had no trouble at all in opening it. All that was left to do was to restore the passageway and waltz outside. But it wasn't over yet, because they hadn't really left the prison yet. A few days earlier, while working in the carpentry shop, they'd made 2 boxes out of boards when the guards weren't looking. Then they fixed them to the bottom of the van where they went out to buy supplies. All they had to do was lie down inside. When the guards came to check with the mirrors, they didn't realize there was a prisoner underneath the van. They didn't hesitate to let them in. When the van arrived at the purchase site, they quietly got out through the wooden planks while the driver was away. There was a companion waiting to meet them. At this time, the prison inmates saw that the men had been gone for some time. Thinking that the time was right, they deliberately clashed with their black friends to create chaos. The guards were then taken hostage, so the warden's attention would be focused on this place. He didn't even notice the escaped man. His next destination was the Formula 1 racetrack, but they're not there to watch the race, they're there to steal the vault. On the day of the championship, there will be a huge crowd. The crew will put the cash in canisters and pipe it into an underground vault, and then the trucks will haul it away after the race. In order to keep the customers paying in cash, 2 other members of John's crew threw homemade bombs into the cell tower. This disabled all the credit card machines at the racetrack. Without the internet, they could only collect cash, and John had a perfect plan for how to get to the vault. The man arrives at the track, but he's not in a hurry to get in. Instead, he went to the kiosk to buy a beer.
I can run for just $10 more?
Well, of course I do.
His companions were puzzled as to what the beer would do, but then he asked for 2 packs of gummy candies. After buying, the long-haired man took him to the entrance of the garbage station. He wondered what he was doing here.
Down low.
Remember the rope.
Before he knew it, he was thrown down. It turns out that this place leads to the basement.